You're coming to Guanacaste, Costa Rica. Hooray! Here are my top 10 practical tips when visiting so that you can make the most out of your trip. Hi everyone, Sarah Breitlander here with KRAIN Luxury Real Estate, and today we're going to be talking about top 10 practical tips to Costa Rica. If you like this content, please consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel because we talk about Costa Rica real estate, Costa Rica living, Costa Rica bound, and even Costa Rica visiting. So many of my friends and family have asked this question, so here is my practical guide for some top tips to consider when you're visiting Guanacaste. I hope you find this helpful. I think other people have found it very helpful, so I wanted to share it with you. Okay, number one, when to visit Guanacaste, Costa Rica? Valid question. Actually, due to its drier climate, there are not many times that are bad times to visit Guanacaste, Costa Rica. The high season here runs from about the U.S. Thanksgiving at the end of November all the way to Easter, essentially, in April. That's just the high season because people from the US and Canada want to get out of the snow and come down here, but actually, and that's the dry season down here, but actually, May, June, July, August, those are beautiful months. Everything's lush and green, and it's some of my favorite months of the year too. So there's not a true terrible time to visit, except I would say September and October. Those are the true rainy months in Guanacaste, not elsewhere in Costa Rica. Elsewhere in Costa Rica, it could rain all day, every day for 6 months. Here, September and October are the months. I mean, if you live here, we don't mind it. But if you're planning like precious family time, precious vacation time, I would skip those months because it could rain all day, every day. And just for the record, my favorite months that I get asked all the time are the end of November and December. Beautiful, beautiful time here in Costa Rica. Okay, number two, where to fly in to Costa Rica? Fly into the Liberia International Airport. It is a great new airport. It is a stone's throw from, well, not a stone's throw. I'm exaggerating. Not a stone's throw. Closer than the San Jose International Airport. So if you're going places like Playas del Coco, the Papagayo Peninsula, all of those are like, 20 minutes to an hour. A lot of hotels are up there. Planet Hollywood, the Ondas, all Four Seasons. Those are all very close to Liberia International Airport, and even down the whole Guanacaste region. So I know you're going to look at flights, and you're probably going to see that flights into San Jose are cheaper, and they are, and there's a reason. It's a 4.5 hour drive from San Jose. Not worth it, in my opinion, at all. The only caveat I would say is if you are on a specific tour where you're going to be exploring all of Costa Rica, now that might be a situation where you'd want to fly in or out of, or both, San Jose. So that would be a valid reason. Other than that, if you're truly visiting Guanacaste, Costa Rica, absolutely fly into the Liberia International Airport, LIR, on the travel platforms. Okay, number three, let's talk about currency for a minute. So we're talking about planning the trip. I want you to know that US dollars are accepted everywhere here. So don't totally stress out if you're coming and you don't have the Costa Rica colone, okay? Everywhere accepts US dollars, so don't worry about that. Now, for our Canadian friends, you're gonna have to exchange those loonies because the Canadian dollar is not accepted here. So you'll bring US dollars down or convert it into the colones here. So that is my little tip, number three. Don't stress about that. Number four, I'll tell you what else is accepted here, credit cards. You'd be amazed. I can go buy a stick of gum at a supermarket with a credit card and no one thinks anything of it. So that's great. So credit cards are widely accepted, so you don't have to bring a lot of cash or take a lot of cash. If you're at the beach and you want a massage, or you're paying the ice cream guy, or you want to rent a tent, cash. But in all restaurants, almost all restaurants, grocery shopping, credit cards are widely accepted. And a little tip from Sister Sarah on this one, make sure you have a credit card that has no foreign transaction fees. Super important. So check with your credit card. I know that Chase has some products. Chase Sapphire Reserve has some products. It's another one. Capital One Venture Card, I think, has no foreign transaction fees. So there's a great way to accumulate points and not carry a lot of cash here in Costa Rica. And also when you are paying for your dinner or whatever it is, and they ask you, do you want to be charged in US dollars or local currency colones? Always pick local currency. Pick the colones. Why? Because you don't have any foreign transaction fees, number one. But number two, if it's in local currency, your credit card is going to exchange that rate in an amount that's very close to the wholesale exchange rate at the time. If you exchange it right there at the table, a merchant is going to be making that exchange rate, right? And it's different. And you can actually save between, I would say, 3% and even 15% just using that alone. So always pick local currencies, what you'd like to be charged in for your credit card. Number 5, I say stay at an Airbnb and live like a local. It's a great, authentic experience. I would recommend Tamarindo if you want to be where all the action is. Tons of coffee shops, bars, restaurants, a lot going on in Tamarindo, really fun place. Playas del Coco also has a lot going on. Or if you want like a more kind of, we call it tranquilo, a more tranquilo experience, Playa Potrero, Playa Grande are great. And then also if you want kind of an upscale stay, the Flamingo is great with the Flamingo Marina. All of those have Airbnb rentals here. Of course, shameless plug, KRAIN Property Management and Vacation Rentals also has Airbnbs. You're welcome to stay at those and stay with us and get the full experience. And we do have a lot of repeat clients actually that stay at a KRAIN home in different beach towns every year they come, and that makes me really, really happy. And actually, I'm going to add a caveat to that. If you are a hotel or bust kind of gal, which I get it, and you want daily, housekeeping and, breakfast that you're not making, totally get it. There are no shortage of fabulous hotels in each of these beach towns. So you definitely have that option too. All right, number 6, what else do we need to plan this trip? Will you rent a car? Will you rent a golf cart? Will you do neither? Here's what I recommend. If you're staying in town, if you're in Tamarindo, maybe you don't need a golf cart, but I recommend either a golf cart or a car. I really do. If you're going to stay in town, you can get by on a golf cart. If you want to explore other beach towns, I recommend a car. And if you rent a car, make sure it's a 4-wheel drive. Trust me on this one. I'm not making this stuff up. Some roads actually go through rivers. We actually have clients sometimes that turn around and be like, the GPS was wrong because it had us going through a river. We're like, no, that's exactly how you should be going. So make sure it's a 4-wheel drive. And the roads here can be rough. So just take that little piece of advice. And then if you are not renting a car, and you decide to go with a golf cart, or you're not renting either, and you want to do day excursions, just make sure you have pick up and drop off. Almost all the day excursions, you can drive there and drive back, or you can have them pick you up and take you and drop you off, which is a really nice, convenient option. Number 7, speaking of day excursions, don't skip them. Man, they are really, I think, part of what makes Costa Rica great. So you're going to love your house or your hotel. You're going to love the pool and the ocean, and you're going to go out to the restaurants, and you're going to get a beach massage, highly recommended. And you're going to, obviously that's going to be a part of your vacation. But the day excursions are really, really nice. It sometimes gets you out of your comfort level. And, those are the things I think that you remember at the end of the day. So a few excursions that are really popular here. Diamante Park is a really popular excursion. They have zip lining on one side of the park and then an animal sanctuary on the other. So you can check off the toucans and the sloths and everything that you hope to see in Costa Rica, you can see there. beautiful butterfly exhibit. Truly have it all. Waterfall hikes are fun, I think. And wherever you are in Costa Rica, there's going to be options for waterfalls to choose from. So look that up. ATV tours are another big one. And then my personal favorite is the Sunset Catamaran Cruise. They leave from each beach town. Will have one. Of course, contact us at KRAIN Vacation Rentals if you want information on any of this. We do this all day, every day for our clients. But there are different catamarans that go out, and it's basically like all food and drinks are included. They serve a fabulous late lunch. You can snorkel. You can kayak, and then on the way back, you catch the sunset. And sometimes you see animals and dolphins, and it can truly be spectacular. So I highly recommend the day excursions. Okay, enough planning. Now you're here. What do? Here's what you need to do. As soon as you arrive, this is what I tell my personal friends and family. As soon as you arrive, download the app Tide Times. Here it is. It looks like this. You see the little tide? That's Tide Times. Download it to your phone. When you click on it, it should pop up nearest locations in Costa Rica. Your beach is probably not going to be on there, but if you click on Punta Arenas, which is only 72 miles away, it will come up and it's going to show you the low and high tide each day. Every day we have 2 high tides and 2 low tides. High tide, it can be difficult to walk on the beach, right? So it's good for you to know when they exist. But my favorite is a low tide. So if you have a low tide in the mornings or at sunset time, absolutely do it. It's just a really beautiful, spectacular time of the day. So download that as soon as you get here and watch for those low tides because they're fabulous. Number 9, let's talk about sunrise. First of all, everybody knows Costa Rica for their sunsets, and I get it. But sunrises are amazing here. And early. So every day the sun rises at 5:30. So if you are a morning person, make sure you are ready for this and get outside and walk. It's just a really tranquil time of the day. Low heat. The birds are out chirping, so it's really spectacular. So if you catch a morning with a low tide, do it. You will thank me later. Number 10, sunsets. Let's talk about those. My other favorite time of the day. So sunsets here, people get caught by surprise. They're ready for sunsets at like 8:30, 9 at night. No, they start at 5:30 here and they're usually completely over by 6:30. So plan accordingly. So make sure you're having an early dinner or cocktails, that you're ready for the early sunset and the light show, because it can be very spectacular. In the summer months, which is high season, which is December to April, there are no clouds in the sky because it really doesn't rain. So you can just see the sun drop right into the water. My favorite sunsets are actually in green season from like May all the way to September because there are clouds in the sky and they just have these really brilliant colors. So keep your eye open for sunsets and honor that time. And again, if you have low tide plus sunsets, pretty spectacular combo. Okay, that's it. That's my top 10 practical tips for visiting Guanacaste, Costa Rica. Please remember to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you around. Bye.